Now we're going in. I like how I have this new setup for this thing, so it makes it way easier for me to navigate these tabs. But anyways, moving on. Next thing is gun buyback, right? So I think there's two different ones, right? So yeah, this is this one that is in, I think this is in, okay, Miami. So this is in Miami. They're doing a gun buyback, right? Which it says guns for Ukraine. I'm not sure if they're saying that they're going to take the guns and give them to Ukraine, which is like, why? Whatever. That's dumb for itself.
Pretty sure they're gonna melt them down.
I don't know. Whatever they. Yeah. If you're gonna give you, that's your right. You do it. I'm not saying it's a smart idea, but that's your right. But at the same time, if you're getting a $50 or even $150 gift card,
that's $1,000 piece of equipment.
$1,000
at the very small amount, at least. Like, it depends on what kind of gun too. How much was yours?
My handgun was only $600.
Okay, there you go.
And that's more than all of these.
It ranges. We're over a few $100.
Right.
That's why they make pawn shops.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's
go
like
to a freaking pawn shop.
You could get more money that way. Mm-hmm. And then there you go. I mean, I guess we shouldn't be too afraid, because I think this is just basically for mentally ill people, because nobody's going to be that stupid to
you
pray
never know. Someone might be convinced, oh yeah, it's helping my community.
Exactly, mentally ill person.
For my own self-defense.
A mentally ill person is not going to take a $50 gift card for their
because they're still smart enough to know that.
They're still smart enough.
Yeah, they're still...
Okay, I'll give people credit.
Right.
To go to a pawn shop and get rid of it or sell it on the street.
Right, because like you've got to be thinking like no, and there's another one where a gift card though. It's not even like $100. I guess the gift card was just like $100 and you can use it anywhere you want to. But you could say $100 worth of gas is probably even worth more than, I don't know. Like, that's still not $100. It's $100. Like
$100 of gas doesn't even get you anywhere.
Right, that doesn't even. That's like one full tank of gas. That's not even anything.
That's sad.
Still.
It's more than sad, dude, if you're talking about the gas.
Yeah,
man.
it is.
Right.
These dudes driving around these big-ass trucks.
Right, I saw
Good
2
luck on
Humvees
that.
and those A400 Hummers. What is it called? H4? I don't.
What?
Isn't there those Hummers that's called like H4, right? H4.
Do Hummers even exist anymore?
Yeah.
Yeah.
People drive Hummers?
Yeah.
Yep.
Realtors and shit, dude.
Yeah. I mean, then
Good
and
luck.
you know that gas.
That is a $300 tank right there.
I saw an article of a police station, right? Imagine this. Police station, I forget what state it was in, but they were like, they already blown through their gas budget.
Yeah.
So now
They're cutting back.
whenever somebody calls the police, they're like, maybe we can deal with this over the phone.
Yeah.
Literally, like they're like, maybe
Really?
we can deal with it over the phone.
Really?
Yep.
Hey,
yeah,
the
dude.
guy's got a gun.
EMS, everything's getting shut down now because of gas, man.
Right.
It's just not the cops.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
It's the real deal, dude. I mean,
That's the world we live in.
Firefighters.
yeah. Hey, my house is on fire. Hey, man.
Well,
Hey, let's see. Can you put it out?
I'll be
we don't
honest.
have any gas.
I'll be honest. Unless I can't walk, I'm probably driving myself to the hospital for something. Like, if I got a finger cut off, I'd probably be driving myself to the hospital.
Right. Yeah.
Even with the insurance that I have.
I mean, even if I got my finger cut off, I'm gonna be driving myself.
Yeah.
Because that's
you
a finger.
could walk. Well,
Right. Yeah, you can still walk with a
you
finger
could
cut
walk.
off.
Well, I mean, talking about you specifically, as close as you live to the one around here.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I think.
I guess.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. No, that's on the other side of town. Never mind. No, it's right down there. In that direction.
What, the hospital?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a long ways.
It's a wild way.
Hospital's that way, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
it
yeah,
is.
it's
Yeah.
over
It's that way.
Yeah. Directions are hard.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So this next one, right? This happened last Saturday or Sunday. There's two different angles, but bruh, this is hilarious to me because this is like the herd, literally a herd mentality. This is at a I guess gun what's it called, like gun law. They're trying to make laws for guns. They're at a rally for this, right? And I have no idea why, but everybody just starts running.
We fight every day for our...
Like, what are they running for? They just stampede all of them.
Freeze! Do not run!
Freeze.
Issue here! Do not run!
I'm like, I don't know what they were
What
running
is
for.
going on?
So I read the thing. I was reading the thread, and somebody was like, I guess somebody said gun. Like somebody was like gun, and then they just stampeded, and I'm like, really?
What?
Are you seriously that afraid? There's no gunshots. There's nothing that indicates that somebody was shooting up the place. Like,
Right.
they
That's how
just started
paranoid you are?
running. Like, bro.
Screaming shark at the beach.
Right?
Right.
We fight every day for our...
Maybe they heard we fight. Oh my god.
Do not run! Freeze!
And it's just because they really.
Killed me.
Jesus Christ.
She had to yell at that.
Freeze. Freeze.
Like, bro. Like, bro, like,
What?
how are you
I
this
ju-
afraid?
I just want to know. I want to know what happened. Like,
So, I don't know. It's like that's what I said. Somebody in the thread when I was reading it, because I was trying to be like, why are they running for? Is there something happening? And somebody was like, I think somebody should yelled gun like at the front of the stage or something, and then everybody just. It might have been. You know what? What if somebody was trolling this event and they were like actually like a person that was like pro gun, and they were just like, gun.
I would have. I would have.
That would-
Popped a balloon.
All right.
Oh my god. Popped a balloon.
Bro, that would be hilarious.
See, this is why I think that guns should be just
Everybody should
put
just have a
into
gun.
like gun safety should be put into
Into schools.
education. Yes.
You know, it used to be actually they used to bring guns to school and just like teach kids how to shoot the gun. And then everybody just had their guns in school, and then they had gun like teaching whatever.
See, it kind of makes sense if you do that though.
Yeah, and then imagine
Because-
like if everybody brings their gun to school,
You know,
who's gonna shoot up the gun or shoot up the school?
something like this is it's an issue, but it wouldn't be as much. It's more of a non-issue if you are more
aware
accustomed
of, yeah,
and aware and know more.
yeah, because
about-
there are people that
you
we
know,
know that are like,
In the Boy Scouts, they don't just hand an 11-year-old an axe and say, here, swing and try and chop up. We get lessons on how to properly cut a log in half if we need to, or how to properly survive in the wilderness with, pointy objects.
exactly.
Or how to properly wield fire. You don't just tell an 11-year-old to, here, start a fire, put your head in.
Yeah, because
you know-
like people are literally just afraid of a gun that's sitting there doing nothing, unloaded by itself.
Right.
Oh my gosh, it's a gun! It's
Oh.
scary. But no, it has to be loaded,
Yeah.
and it has to be the
Has to be
round
cocked,
has to be
the
chambered.
safety has to be off as well
Yep,
to like
and
fire
then
it at
somebody
someone.
has to pull the trigger for all of that. So, and if you understand the gun safety and how it works, you're not gonna be like afraid of a gun by itself.
You shouldn't be.
Kids can't be in school with guns, man.
Right. Oh, I mean, I believe that if you grow up with it, right, then it's as like for anything. If you learn it from a young age, you'll grow up and eventually be like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like a knife. If you have a knife, you can have a knife and understand how to use it. You're not going to be afraid of somebody stabbing somebody.
Yeah.
A pencil or a pen can be a weapon. Like if they made fear porn about pens and pencils people being stabbed with pens and
I mean, a
pencils.
few hundred years ago, the sword used to be what the gun, what it equated to.
Yeah.
Or you
And
can make a shank out of anything.
Yeah.
like,
In prison. And you're
Anywhere.
not allowed to have weapons
You don't,
in
You
prison.
don't have to make it in prison, but you can make
Right.
a shank anywhere.
but I kind of agree. I don't know if guns are the safest thing to have actually in school for really young children, but.
But
that's
I
not
mean, if
that's a
somebody comes in
conversation.
there with a gun who's definitely not going to follow the rules
Right,
anyways
right.
because they're planning on shooting people, then you might want to have a gun. Maybe the kids,
I
maybe
want to
not.
learn about them at least.
Yeah, if they learn about it like that. So here's I think I've said this before, but my view on the whole gun thing is just like just absolutely just no laws, right? And I know you're gonna be like, well, that's crazy. But hear me out. Everybody just has a gun. All schools teach it from kindergarten. Now, of course, not having guns for kindergarteners, but maybe like at high school, then they're like, they've learned enough through the years to know, okay, this is how you operate a weapon, this is how you don't do it. So throughout your entire school career, you learn about guns, gun safety, and different weapons. Then in high school, you can actually bring your gun to school, and you'll have your gun.
Yeah,
but that would, one, destroy the whole being afraid of the gun. Two,
hey Diamond,
if anybody,
my
goodness,
God,
boy,
dang
come
it,
here.
dog.
Diamond, come here,
Dog.
man. Two,
Here are your pets.
if anybody goes anywhere and tries to actually shoot up a place,
Look, little boy.
everybody's gonna have a weapon, and eventually, over time, if somebody is still crazy enough to actually try to shoot up a place, everybody's gonna have a gun. All those people that are crazy enough to do that are gonna be dead.
That's actually the opinion that
They
Hey,
one
generally
of my
die
friends.
anyhow.
Right? They're gonna be all dead because people are gonna be like,
Fleabag.
hey.
That's actually the opinion that one of my friends in the server has. Like, apparently in Israel they do that. It's just a part of culture, and everyone just has a freaking. They're strapped.
Yeah.
And no one messes with anyone because everyone is strapped. And you're not going to mess with someone who visibly has a form of deadly self-defense on them, right?
So,
and I don't know if it would work entirely like that. But on the subject of bringing it into education, I don't know if I would hand a 9-year-old a gun. But
yeah, not a 9-year-old.
if they were taught,
Just an 8.
Yeah.
just an 8-year-old, but if they were taught being grown up and then eventually being able to wield it later in life, then I think that would be the safest option.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, high school you can bring it in, but like, of course, not longer than that. They're still learning. They're not strong enough to actually hold the gun and shoot it because they're like, goops, and then you're like, oh, okay, the gun hurt you, okay. You know what I'm saying?